Well. GM. G.
To the
M. Great morning, my friends. DJs, Diamond Hand fam, Forge and Fuel crew, super soldiers, pioneers, one percenters, pivoters, pursuers, builders, brothers and sisters, hermanos y hermanas, mamas y papas, anyone I may have left out, and anyone in between. Welcome back. And welcome into the best way to start your day. It's time to get fired up at Forge and Fuel.
baby.
Woo! That's right, my friends. Woo! 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 Here we are back live in prime time on episode 685 of Forge and Fuel on this 10th day of March 2025. And I hope you're ready to come alive, because let me be the first person to get you in the know that we got one hell of a show on tap for you here on this magnificent Monday morning. We got more motivation, more inspiration, more good vibration, and more high-level conversation coming your way than you're going to know what to do with over the course of the next hour to hour and a half or so, baby. Now, I don't know about y'all, But I'm struggling just a little bit this morning. I don't know about y'all, but them damn clocks decided to change on Saturday night, and it kind of whooped my ass on Sunday morning. And here all of a sudden, I woke up this morning just a little bit late. Just a little bit later than I had anticipated. Now, I did not have to rush around and freak out and to get a frown on my face. Oh no, it is upside down. It is a smile. We are great. But if you are maybe struggling just a little bit this morning, maybe you're coming around just a little bit late, maybe that old spring ahead time change is whooping your ass. Well, if so, hey, I'm just here to let you know you ain't the only one. It's going to be a couple of days, and then maybe we could stop this daylight savings time bullshit for all of eternity. Who's to say? Who's to know? However, I'm not the only one on this fine morning show. You've heard a little this, a little that. But before I welcome those fine gentlemen in, I must humbly ask you to do a few things. Maybe, if you can find it in that big old heart of yours to do so this morning, you could take a quick moment to smash! I lost my agenda. That subscribe button on whatever platform you are currently ingesting the Forge and Fuel podcast on this morning. If you are watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell. Located over there yonder, directly next to the subscribe button, so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping here on the platform. And if you're enjoying this morning's program, maybe you could hit that little like button over yonder here one time for the one time. Help that algo go and flow on the old tube of the U variety. I mean, smack the shit out of it. And then maybe you're not watching on YouTube. Maybe that's not your viewing platform of pleasure. Maybe you like things a little more censorship-free over there on the RUMBLE. And if that's the case, maybe you could think about smashing the subscribe, turning on a notification bell, and maybe even smacking the shit out of a like button as well, and helping that algo go and flow on the old Rumbell. But maybe you don't like either one of those platforms. Maybe you like the platform of the truth, the real, the raw, the open, the 100% uncensored. Well, maybe 99.9, 98.999. Who's say, who's you know, platform that we know and love as the X app. Maybe you're watching over there this morning while getting you a little truth, getting you up to date on what's going on in the world. And if so, you're watching this show right there. Maybe you could hit that heart button. Maybe you could smash that replay. And maybe you could even crush that quote post button and let the people know on the X timeline why you have decided to tune in live in prime time to Forge and Fuel this morning. And last but certainly not least, my friends,
If you are listening to this program on your favorite podcast directory, like Apple, Amazon, or maybe even watching on Spotify too, maybe you could take a moment to give us a follow, leave us a 5-star rating, or just take a moment to smash the shit out of whatever button you see on your screen, because it only helps us continue to grow and flow on all those platforms as well. Nah, man.
Yeah, buddy.
shout out to all you beautiful humming beans, tapped in, tuned in, locked in, live in prime time, and have smashed the shit out of all of those buttons to help us go and flow in the algo and help this Monday go the right way. But maybe you haven't. Maybe you're just sitting there messing around saying, why do I got to hit those buttons? I'm just here to help my frown turn upside down. I didn't know I had to do something while I was here too. Well, hey, maybe we do turn your frown upside down. And maybe you know somebody else who could handle that too. And maybe at the same time, this show makes you laugh. This show makes you cry. This show makes you think, and it makes you have a full doggone day before 9 a.m. on the East Coast. Well, if so, don't be a hoe. Share the show. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Let somebody know. And we will proceed with this morning's program.
Don't be rude.
That's right, my friends. Don't be rude, as 47 and 45 just told you. Now, for the real bit, where I was just about to go, but had to remind you to subscribe, like, and share out this show. There are a few other gentlemen joining me this morning, and you've heard some bells ringing, some glass breaking, some men wooing all around.
Yeah.
So that must mean Mr. Producer, Derek DZ Snow, DEEZY, my man, your guy, the lightweight slinging, iron pumping, bowling ball bench pressing, live in the building. What's up, Deez?
Lightweight, baby!
Lightweight, baby! Hey, I gotta go get to a new gym this morning. They done closed down my gym. I did 3 months, Deez. 3 months they got me closed down, cuz this is some dog shit. So I'm just gonna go have to shine some light somewhere else. Who's say, who's to know? But at least I ain't a twig. I can go up there and actually look like I be lifting now. Who's say, who's to know? Shout out to you, Deez, coach of so many of the Diamond Ham fam and Mr. Producer of this fine show, and a man who likes to sit in his car and finish Dom Dollar sets while the rest of his party sits inside and has a few drinks and wonders if he has flipped his car upside down in a ditch somewhere and just decided not to let us know. Who's to say, who's to know, but we glad that he finally decided to show. However, my friends, we have another half of this program. Another half that, whoo, I tell you what, his internet was having some rough luck with the old time changes this morning. It was getting out of bed going, oh, you son of a bitch, I ain't ready to work this early. Oh, it's only 5 o'clock, asshole. I'm not supposed to be up yet. Oh, I'm not supposed to be working yet. Oh, but he smacked it around a couple times. And then it got going, and then he showed up, and all of a sudden it says, device is not connected. He said, what the fuck? What is going on? So StreamYard tried to screw him. The internet tried to screw him. The whole doggone vibe of the earth was trying to get him away from this show, but he said, no. I'm going to still show up. I'm going to put my right foot forward, and I'm going to try everything I got to show up here this morning. And my friends, I am happy to say he has done exactly that. And joining us now is the founder of the Grandpa Ape Country Club. The lead pro on the GACC greens, if you will.
What?
A professional DJ coming off of a banger weekend set live from the greens and live on Twitch, twitch.com/Swirl1. And maybe if you were enjoying some fun, guys, you might have been locked into that screen just saying, holy shit, he's a human iPod. He's a visual specialist. I don't even know what's going on this screen right now, but boy, oh boy, does it feel good. I am so glad I tuned in and locked into this human iPod.
What?
A purveyor of positive vibes.
What?
Curator of high-level energies.
What?
A certified PLP pusher.
What?
My friends, he is the jet plane flying.
What?
McLaren driving.
What?
Integra window smashing. Break glass in case of emergency.
What?
The Rolex rocking.
What?
Jesus piece dangling.
What?
The man, the myth, the legend, the one, the only.
With an emphasis on the one.
What?
My friends, joining us now, Chicago's very own, the heavy hitter, Mr. Turned Up himself. He's DJ Swirl One. You okay over there?
Buddy, you have no idea.
Knock, knock. You doing
I had,
all right?
I had no internet, and then the internet, I thought I was going to have to hotspot. I've got internet. That's the weird thing. So it was my computer. Then I hotspotted, and they had a hard time. And then my camera decided this POS, whatever, this thing right here, I'm about to throw this
Love that.
POS. It doesn't work. I just tell you. Oh, look, there it falls over.
I got to give you a little pro tip.
I'm going to tell you.
Maybe a little pro tip for everybody. I think you might have to get you a little cam link to, I think you were getting lucky because usually those cameras, they don't read on laptops. So you got to get a cam link, and I can't unplug it and show it right now or else my camera would stop because HDMIs don't work normal. It's all types of a fucky thing. So maybe we'll have a little conversation post-show. The wonders of technological podcast equipment. I tell you what.
I made it. Here's what I know. That was a fucking struggle right there trying to get online. So I'm happy to be here. And Capp was right. I was fighting it like you have no idea. So I had to move the laptop from over here in its perch to right here. And we're back to old school, my friends. But hey, it don't matter what the format or how we do it. We are bringing back our old school laptop camera. So here we are. Do I look good? I look good, right? I look fine.
Oh, you look great, dude.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Hi-ho, it's off to work we go.
I was up early, and I've already had 2 of these, just so you know. So if you haven't had some water.
Cheers.
Oh, man. So I'm telling you, warm room temperature, buddy. It's the best thing.
I don't care what anybody says, man. You can judge my gallon all you want. Big old warm
I didn't say anything about your gallon, dude.
Woo! I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there in the world. Because, somebody named Albright of the Jared variety said I was looking awful ghetto on the show with my gallon. Well, how about you just pound sand with your big old blue bottle? Who's to say, who's to know?
Well, I don't have a big old can, but I do have this little guy right here. And it is filled, when I say to the brim, with some coffee. It's right here. So
good morning, Vietnam.
Oh, and I say it's like right to the brim. I on purpose. I mean, I had to sip a little bit before I put the lid on it because that thing would not close. So there's that. My friends, it's Monday morning. Fortune Fuel is here to get you geared up and to kick this weekend to gear. So if you wouldn't mind, send out a text, DM, something of that nature to somebody out there who does not have social media, who may not have the X app. Maybe they don't do the Rumble. Maybe they aren't even on the YouTube of the variety, but they might be able to find us on Apple Music or Spotify because everybody listens to music, so they can find us there. All you got to do is say, hey, have you ever tried to see the podcast section of those two? Hey, you could start with this one right here and shoot that sucker out there. I have a feeling it might just change their life or make you feel like you did something great today. So, my friends, without further ado, let's kick this day off with some laughs. What do you got, bro? What do you got? We got 2, 3-pack, 4-pack? What do we got to say?
Oh, we got something. We got something. I will tell you that for sure. Well, I suppose we can get right on into that without any further hesitation or delay. I was thinking something, before we get into that, for all of you who may have not been here on Friday's show, we're up to something. We're up to something. We're up to something. And I was having some phone calls yesterday, and I was just thinking about some stuff when you were talking there, some follow-ups I got tomorrow, and boy, oh boy, we are up to something. We got things moving and grooving right now, kids. Right now is a great time to be paying attention to the Diamond Hand Media Group and everything going on here with these two fellas on your screen. Who's to say, who's to know?
I don't know if you saw my post. It was up early this morning, so you may or may not have seen that. However, I think that post definitely has everything to do with what we say right now. You know what I mean? If you don't show up and put in the work, you don't actually want it more than what you currently have. We are not what we want. We are what we do. So we're out here doing it because we're just, 1,000 calls away from that sale, 1,000 knocks on that door away from that money, whatever it might be. That's what you do.
Maybe those thoughts might just come back around the bend when we get into the sharpening session today. But let's loosen it up a little bit first, baby. I just want to let you know we're up to something on this side of the screen. There's some things going down. However, if you don't know, you won't know. We begin this show a very specific way each and every day. We don't like to dive right down into the motivational, inspirational rabbit hole because maybe sometimes you're not ready, baby. Maybe you need a little greasing of the gears to get you going. Open those ear holes wide. Get the eyes popped open and really in the present moment. Well, that sounds like you, my friends. Well, this part of the show is for exactly you on the side of the screen. This is our morning laughs. We like to start this way because in order to have a full day, you got to laugh, you got to cry, and you got to think. Now we can check one box and maybe we'll just get you to cry and think over the rest of the show. Who's to say, who's to know? But for show, we're going to make you chuckle. And this morning, my friends, we don't have one, not two, but 3 chuckles coming your way. Whoa! Kind of 1, 2, 3 all morning, baby. Now, one of these I sent over to Swirl One during the weekend, and this is our type of woman right here. Who's to say, who's to know? And also, we got a little visit from some food, so all you foodies and food lovers out there. And then for all of you who may know a thing or two about hurricanes, we're going to learn a little bit more. Who's say, who's to know? So video number 1, my friends. Maybe you had a long weekend. Hopefully this wasn't you. Hopefully you didn't go into one of these situations. But maybe you had to go through a sobriety test and you was stone cold sober and you just wasn't having that bullshit with none of them 5-0s. Who's to say, who's to knows? So my friends, this is a live look at one of the best sobriety tests you've ever seen.
Well, it's in my pen with your eyes and your eyes only.
I hear you. Boy, because my eyes can't go that far. That's why you're fucking docking me, fool. Fool, when you had that shit, wait the fuck out here, fool.
Okay, bro.
Go.
Instructions.
Come on, Holmes.
Wait the fuck out there, fool.
Because it's not up to your part. That's why you're pissed. I don't.
Follow the tip of my pen.
All
That's why
right.
you're pissed?
Well then.
Follow the tip of my pen.
Yes, babe.
Yes, babe.
I learned how to follow instructions because of my man. He used to beat the fuck out of me.
Following the tip of my pen. Get in front of you.
There is no straight line, fool. Where the fuck am I supposed to follow? I naturally walk crooked.
I naturally walk crooked. What straight line? I naturally walk
You like a
crooked.
chola. What do you want from me? Hey, straight line shit.
I learned how to follow lessons because my man used to beat the fuck out of me.
Dude, people are funny. They'll do anything to get out of one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why you fucking holding it all the way out there, fool? Because my eyes don't go that fucking far.
I love it.
Woo.
I'm trying to look left and right now. My eyes go that far.
That right there. That's a La Toxica. Who's to say? Who's to know?
Oh, yeah. That's one of them like toxic ones for sure. Yeah. I can't. Bro, I promise that was filmed in Burke. I guarantee it.
Ooh.
Oh, by the accent and everything.
Oh, baby. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Well, there's a little sobriety test for you, friend. How about maybe you're eating your food this morning? Maybe you're making a little breakfast, huh? You're making little eggs, a little avocado toast. Avocado eating. The avocado eating. Whatever you might be making this morning, maybe it looks real good. Maybe you lean down on that plate and you say, ooh, you look so doggone. I'm about to eat you up. And you know, maybe that's not so weird. Maybe you're about to find out this morning that talking to your food, it's not as weird as you once thought.
Bad 48 ounces of chocolate ice cream.
That's not very unusual. I talk to and spank my food all the time. I'm like, come here, you little naughty ass cheeseburger. I'm about to eat your little punk ass.
Eating such a bad 48 ounces of chocolate ice cream.
That's not very unusual. I talk to and spank my food all the time. I'm like, come here, you little naughty ass cheeseburger. I'm about to eat your little punk ass.
I'll be honest. I ain't never slapped my food, bro. It's never happened.
You naughty little cheeseburger. Oh, that motherfucker kills me, man. Oh, he makes reactions like that all the time. He is so funny.
That was pretty good.
Woo!
That cheeseburger's scared to death when he sees that guy.
Who should know? Oh shit! So hey, it's not
unusual.
That's not that unusual.
I do that all the time.
Woo! Oh, if you're not all the way there, Vidya 3 will send you over the edge, my friends. And this one here, this one here's for the boys. Ladies, this is just a joke. It's just a joke, okay? Ladies, just a funny ha-ha, all right? You know, don't take it so literally like the young lady you're about to see in the video. My friends, maybe you did some investigating, some researching, and you know a little bit about hurricanes. But this morning, you're about to really find out about them. So, my friends, here is the truth about hurricanes.
Why are hurricanes normally named after women?
Because we're the strong ones. We're women power.
No, because when they come, they're wet and wild. And when they go, they take your house and car.
Are you kidding me?
You're totally accurate.
No, just no.
Hey, why are hurricanes normally named after women?
Mom's
It's where
mad
the
about
strong
that.
ones
Thank you.
go women
No.
power.
No,
not it.
because when they come, they're wet and wild. And when
Yeah.
they go, they take your house and car.
Are
No
you kidding
shit.
me?
I am totally accurate.
No, just no. You're an idiot.
Hey,
He says, no shit. Totally accurate.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, marriage is in a bad place. And I tell you what, until they fix it, I guarantee you there's gonna be a lot less marriage. There's nothing in it for us guys, man. Nothing.
Hey, marriage is a leading cause of divorce. Who's to say?
It is.
Who's to know?
I coined that shit. That's my phrase, motherfucker.
Hey, so what? A motherfucker can't use it. I didn't
No,
see
I
the
like it.
trademark
I
patent
just,
go
hey,
through.
don't tell me. I'm learning. I'm the one that teaches that lesson.
Who's to know? Fuck. I mean, hey, I'm telling you what. You just said some shit. It's a fact, man. And you know, there's guys out there on the internet right now who are flaunting around, signing half of their business to their wife. I'm not doing a prenup. Here's 50% of my business, baby. I'll trust you forever. Yeah, we'll check back in on that in about a month. Who's to say, who's to know? Once
Don't get her a personal trainer or a jujitsu class.
Oh yeah. Who's to know? She might just all of a sudden pop out pregnant when she wasn't cheating on you at all. Somehow only 3 months later, she's got a baby bump. How did that work? That's absolutely crazy. I mean, it's absolutely massive. Looked like she's about ready to pop. 2 months later, she gives birth. Whoa, I thought it took 9 months. Wait a minute. Holy shit. Hold on. Wait,
but you were the top of your field, right? The best of the best.
Wrong.
Had all the
millions of dollars. You had 7 rings on your fingers.
7 rings.
Now you're
had,
on.
Had everything you'd want.
Now you're on TV.
And still
Everybody
goes
knows your
for
name.
The jiu-jitsu guy. I'm just saying.
And she still goes for the bum who's got a fucking accent. And
Fabio's always gonna win, bro.
So what the fuck am I? What am I gonna do? I'm not fucking Tom Brady. What you want me to do? So anybody out? Yeah, no, it's not. You just crying. Well, I'm not fucking Tom Brady. What you wanted to? What you think?
Tom Brady can get cheated on, bro.
What do you think I'm gonna do? And here's the thing: what do you think I'm gonna build this whole business, grind every single day, stay consistent and persistent, change my entire life, become the best version of me, have somebody come in because I have become that best version of me, and I have financial stability, this, that. I'm a true protector and provider, and then they're gonna take half of that shit.
Wrong.
They're going to take half of the business and half of the cars, half of everything that I fucking worked for and put my blood, sweat, and tears on the line for?
Wrong.
Excuse me, what? What? Sorry, don't compute. Sorry, it's supposed to be morning laughs. I don't know. Sorry,
I started it. I will take full accountability for that.
Who's to know? A little spicy start to the show with your morning laughs as well. Who's to say, who's to know? Hope you're feeling alive. Hope you're feeling great, but maybe not. So we will not hesitate and we will not further debate. We will get into the opportunity to motivate. Wanted to rhyme there. Had to think how I was going to tie in motivate. So my friends, if you're ready, we're ready. So here's your reminder to pull out those notebooks, get out your pens or your pencils, a big old piece of parchment, a feathery quill, and a nice large jar of ink, an iPad, and a magic pen. Whatever you might need to keep track of the knowledge and insights about to come your way, because it's time to get into the first segment of the day where we hop into a topic and get those mindsets sharpened up, baby. It's time to send that first arrow your way. Draw it back, because it's time for your sharpening session. Alrighty then, my friends. Here we are back live in prime time on episode 685. Hey, 685, dude.
I'm like,
it was cooler when it was in person. Who's to know? 685. Wow, time flies when you have.
That's pretty good. Hey, when we were in person, I was like, hey. And he's like, hey. And
that's pretty badass.
Badass. It was a sidebar.
A little sidebar. Yeah, it's like, oh, it's pretty bad. 685. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. Magnificent Monday, March the 10th, 2025. What are we talking about to kick off this morning's show? Well, I'm so glad you asked, because I'll be the first to get you in the know. Maybe you didn't check the title of the show, so you won't know. Maybe you didn't see the thumbnail of the day, so you don't know what we're about to say. So let me be the first to get you all the way up to date. This morning's opening topic is, at least you're doing something. At least you're doing something. And my friends, this morning, I wanted to share a little bit of where I'm at on the consistent, persistent pursuit of my passion, the hallways of life when one door opens, one door closes, another door opens, but sometimes it's hell in the hallway. And give you a little perspective of some things that I think everybody deals with in this life. And I sat back a little bit this weekend and started thinking about it and kind of come up with some of these thoughts. So to start it off, I asked you this question. You ever come to that moment in life where you're at kind of the crossroads? You could go left and it's rainbows, puppy dogs, and unicorns. You're right, and it's valley of shadow of death and muck and mire. And you said, all right, well, I know I got to go where nobody wants to go in the not trodden path and build my own path. Okay, all right, I'm going to go that direction. And you start walking down that path and you get to that point where you don't know if what you're doing is right or wrong. You don't know if you're doing the right thing or the wrong thing. You're just doing. And you turn into kind of a humming doing. You just do. And you don't know if what you're doing is right or wrong. And you just kind of spun in circles, and up is down and down is up and left is right. And what the hell's diagonal? I don't even know anymore. And those moments in life are when a lot of people pack it in. When a lot of people give up on the consistent, persistent pursuit because the path is not clear. They don't understand what the next move might be. And many people get to that exact moment. But why do people pack it in? Why do people give up? Why do people not keep going down the path? Well, it's because they don't know if what they're doing is right or wrong. But it's also, we have a choice to make. We all have a choice to make in that moment to either pack it in or keep pushing forward, to just at least do something, even when we have no clue what to do. Tell you a little story. This past Thursday, we'll go back that far. Told you guys we had a great meeting with some new friends over at Ace Places and some new events and things that we're going to be working on for the Chicagoland area. It dropped a lot of frogs on my plate. A lot of frogs that I don't even know how to eat yet. A lot of frogs that I ain't even seen before. We're talking some exotic rainforest, orange-toed, crazy-looking frogs. I'm like, what the hell is that thing? I ain't never seen one of those in my life, and I'm proficient at eating frogs. And I'm saying, oh, shit. So Saturday rolls around, and I had a choice. Much like I tell you every single Friday on this show, don't use the weekend to escape the life you're currently living. Use the weekend to build the life you've been dreaming about. So I got up, got to the desk, and I didn't know what to do. I had no clue what was up, what was left, what was down. Like I said, I got new frogs on my plate. I don't even know how to eat. I haven't even ever seen them before. I don't got a clue. It's like I talk about rocket scientists building a rocket ship without things that exist yet. They just go throughout the process with the faith that if they keep building right here and now, eventually they will solve the equation to get to the thing that they need that doesn't exist yet to get them to their ultimate goal. It's the same way with anything. It doesn't exist yet, but you have to believe and you have to keep pushing forward without the knowledge. So I showed up, went to work, started making some clips, started doing a little this, started doing a little that. Once I had got into a flow, this popped up, that popped up. I started writing notes. I started working on this. I was in the zone. Then before I knew it, I got a text message. I looked down, it was Swirl One. I said, oh shit, what's this? Hey, we gonna check out some venues? And about in that moment when he texted me, I was thinking, time to relax, sit on the couch, do nothing for the rest of the day. Throw on the old UFC, and that's it. I'm gonna let the TV watch me. And I thought, you know what? I do that every fucking Saturday. Why don't I shake things up? Why don't we try doing something a little different? So we got out of the house. We checked out some venues. We got some ideas. We got some thoughts. We had a great time, me, DZ, and Swirl, as we always do anytime we get together. But the main point being is I could have laid around. I could have sat around. There was some major frogs jumped on the plate that could have forced me to just pack it in. I've had some conversations with some people, and they know where everything is right now. And life ain't easy. Life is lifing. But I love every single moment of this because regardless of if I'm doing the right thing or the wrong thing, I'm just doing something. I'm just going forward. And if I just try something, I can find out if that's the wrong thing or the right thing via what happens. Because I can't control what happens. I can't accomplish anything. There are no destinations, but I sure as shit can take some action. So my friends, when you don't know what to do, just do something. And what is that something? Everybody said, just do something. Write that note. Start that document. Start the business plan. Think on that perspective. Slow down. Come to the present moment. Be a human being for a moment and realize that maybe not doing and checking all these boxes is the best thing for you. Maybe put a date next to that dream. Turn it into a goal. Maybe just break that goal down into steps. You don't even have to take any of the steps. Just do something. And I promise you, if you just do something, something will happen for you. But you can't just sit and wait. You can't just sit and wait and hope something happens. You just have to do something. And then something will eventually happen for you. So my friends, you may not know if you're doing the right thing or the wrong thing, or there's something in between. But if you just do something, if you just put one foot in front of the other, even if you can't see that next step, maybe you don't exactly know where it is. If you just reach your toe out, maybe it might find firm ground. But if you don't reach your toe out at all, you're not going to find the next step on the path. Who's to say, who's to know? That's my opening thoughts on the show. What do you think about that, Swirl One?
Man, this time change got everybody screwed up. I tell you what. And if you can see right here, you see the sun? You can see where the sun stops.
Wow.
I walked right. I'm way washed out.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. These are the things you don't think about when you're podcasting, especially when you're doing it at different times. And the flat earth is actually like the sun is either, just slightly this way or that way. Yes, it's going around. So, yeah, hey, we're figuring it out. It's been one of those days. Let me tell you something. Talked about just doing. And I brought up my post this morning. I think I didn't even realize that was what today was about. Truth be told, I didn't look at it.
That's why I reposted it from my page. I thought it might come.
Yeah, I didn't really make the correlation, nor was I worried about trying to make the correlation. But what I'll say is this. Talk about doing the next step. Man, you know what's crazy? People think that consistency is boring. And they'll look at you like you got 10 heads when you're being consistent in something, especially when you're winning in the dark and you're hitting the proverbial nail and hammer and chisel on that their marble sculpture you're working on. And it's funny because they'll look at you and they'll say, man, all you eat is chicken? How boring. God, that's so boring. You're like, yeah, I eat chicken all the time. It's either that or fish. Well, I mean, do you put anything on it? Well, a little salt and pepper. That's it, man. That's how boring. I can't believe it. Wait, you don't go out on weekends? I mean, wait, what do you mean you don't go party? Man, how boring. I mean, you don't ever go out. I don't ever see you go out. What? How boring is that? I mean, you got to live a little. You got to have some fun in life. And you got to go and get some time and get to yourself and, let your hair loose. But you're at home. What are you doing? Same thing. Chisel, hammer, marble sculpture. That's all you're doing is breaking sculptures or creating sculptures. It's funny because we talk about that time change. And, I was thinking about it yesterday because, hey, it threw me off like everybody else in the world. And so I think about this and I think, well, yesterday, should I do more or less? I wasn't sure where to go with my day yesterday because I think I told Capp it was happening, but then I didn't remember it was really happening. I didn't think about it happening. And then it did happen. I woke up like, why do I feel like it's so damn bright? What's going on? And so I thought about this. We have this happen twice a year. So the last time this happened, we spring forward right now. We fell back before. So when we fell back then, and first I'll say this, those are the nights the DJ hates the worst. Just telling you right there. It's the worst. Wait a minute. Wait, I got to play 5 hours instead of 4? Wait, you're still going to try to pay me for 4 hours? Oh, hell no. That's how this works. It's the one night that everybody's like, oh, we did another hour to party. And DJ's like, but here's what I'll say to that. So you got an extra hour when you fell back last year. Did you do anything with it? What did you do with it? Did you take advantage of that extra hour? A lot of people didn't. Some people did. Some people said, oh, shit, I got an extra hour. Let me get this done. Let me get that done. Even though it was on a Sunday, they said, shh, I was just granted more time, which never happens. When do you ever get the credit of more time on your stats? Never happens. So did you use something? Did you do something? Did you learn something? Yesterday, we lost an hour. Doesn't that make you want to do more? Doesn't that make you want to do something more, do something crazier? What are you going to do now? You lost an hour of your time. You had no control over it. And gone just like that. You got nothing for it. Are you going to do more with your time? Or are you going to do less with your time yesterday? What did you do with that hour that you lost? Man, did you do the same things? Did you watch something and watch it waste away? Did you let the TV watch you watch that day walk away? I mean, what happened? So yesterday, I had to catch my bearings, get myself straight. But then I started doing things. Man, I did everything from laundry, dishes, you name it. It's all done, right? And that's proverbial. I did everything. You name it. I was getting all kinds of stuff done. Matter of fact, I got so damn busy, I didn't realize what time it was because, again, it was an hour forward. I looked up, it's 5 o'clock. I'm like, oh, man, I got things to do. So Grandpa rumbles, all that. And then after that, my head was spinning. I didn't know what to do. So you know what I did? I just got in my craft. And I just started practicing a kick. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I sat there for an hour and a half and I practiced that same kick over and over and over again because I needed to make up for lost time. I lost an hour. I lost an hour of knowledge and skill making. So I was going to get back out there, increase my focus, increase my knowledge, and learn at least one kick and shoot it 10,000 times.
Yeah, we're on the same page here this morning. That's for damn sure. And I go back to something I said right at the end, and I wrote this down. I didn't even put it on the agenda. I was just thinking it before the show. You can't always see the next step. You can't. We talk about it all the time. Oh, can you see the next step? We'll just take that. Well, maybe sometimes you really can't see the next step. And what do you do in those moments? It's so hard, and nobody gives you that secret because that's what happens when you're in the hallway. You're just like, fuck, I've been walking down the hallway, and what's the point of walking? Am I even going the right direction? Did I miss a turn? Have I not? What the hell is going on? And that's what we're talking. Practice the kick. Do the small little thing. You don't have to solve world hunger. You just got to write the plan to do it. Hell, just write a date next to the dream of solving world hunger. And maybe that's 10 years, 20 years down the road. I don't know. But you're not going to do it today. So do the next right thing. Write the note. Put yourself in that mindset. Take a moment to sit back and think what that perspective needs. Who do you have to be to gain that? What are you the best version of you to get to that right now? It's not always grind like this topic would make you think, right? Most entrepreneurs say, oh, well, it's 25-8. You can't ever take a moment off, blah, 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 blah. I disagree with that. There is a time and a place to grind, to make the moves, to make this happen, to make that happen. But sometimes you got to step back. Sometimes you got to take a 30,000-foot view. And that's not just going on the couch, throwing your hand in your pants, watching Netflix and shutting off. Maybe that's just stepping back. All right, where am I at? And being still in the zone, but maybe you ain't got to write a note. Maybe you ain't got to do this. And I'm going to tell you what, our new tagline around here lately has just been, hey, grok it. Just grok it. We're sitting there having a conversation at dinner. We're thinking, well, could we do this? We could do that. Do this. Next thing you know, Swirl's got grok ripped out and he's got 5 different fucking ideas. Utilize the technology. People don't utilize it. It would have taken us 50 hours to find the answers to that shit. And all you got to do is just a little bingity boom. Oh, but you were scrolling through the timeline instead of clicking on the premium and then clicking on grok and actually doing something. That's the next right move. That's the next right step. We went to 2 venues that Probably never. One and maybe one. Who say who's no? We got to change the whole vibe around if we're doing anything there. Holy shit. Never been in there when it was like that. But all that said, we're still out there finding out. We're still out there making moves. We're still out there checking things out, right? And that's part of it. And, you know, I want everyone to know who's listening that you're not always going to see the step. And so sometimes you just got to write a note. You just got to put a date. You just got to get in the perspective, get yourself in that mindset, check up from the neck up, whatever it might be. And boy, oh boy, you can start celebrating some stuff. You can start enjoying the little moments. Maybe you can enjoy cracking that beer open, have a little extra time for yourself. But people go on Friday, Saturday, and sometimes Sunday, and they spend their entire weekend celebrating being drunk, celebrating doing absolutely nothing because they survived another Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and they've done nothing else except that, and then they blow their whole paycheck. How's that even make sense? I'm trying to get to a point where I'm celebrating all the statues that I've broken, the hundreds and thousands of statues that I've broken, to where it gets to as perfect as it's going to be. It'll never be perfect, but to where we can actually show that off to the world. Who's to know?
You have to make 1,000 statues. You have to make more than that. Hell, you're going to break 10,000 statues to make 1,000 of them. And that's the thing. And even those 1,000 aren't going to all be masterpieces. They're just going to be completed works. You may never sell them. Hell, you may not even ever look at them yourself, but you're like, well, I thought it was going to be this, but it looked like that. And yet it's done. At least I did it. I learned a lot when I did that. And that became this. And then this one became that one. But look at all these 1,000. Oh, but let me show you this. 5 times after that one, this one came. And that's what I learned. And yesterday I was watching a lot of different videos about knowledge and how you pick up things. And somebody said, and I keep talking about it, increasing that failure rate increases the success. And maybe it's not even increasing the failure rate that increases that success. It's just doing it over and over and over again. Maybe you're not failing. You're actually creating the thing that you're trying to create. But you're like, man, I know I could do better. I know I can make it better. I want it to look like this. I want it to read like that. I want it to feel like this. And it doesn't. But if you make 1,000 of them, you're going to go back through and find 10 that actually do look, feel, kind of live up to what you're looking for. And then there'll be 1 or 2 in there that are actual pristine. And you'll find those are your magnum opuses. And you didn't even realize that you were making them, because all you were doing was doing the deal every day, doing the deal, practicing the kick, one at a time. And I'll tell you this, when you create tools for yourself and you learn from breaking that last statue, and you're like, man, that hammer right there, maybe it was a little heavy, because every time I've used it on something, it's cracked. So you throw that one, you get a different one, a little different chisel, and all of a sudden it starts working a little bit better. Every time you break a statue, you got to take something from it. Here's the other thing. Every time you complete a statue, you have to take something from it.
That's some interesting thoughts right there. Are you learning from the losses? Are you just falling in the failures, or are they new chances to flourish? Are they trials and tribulations, or are they new opportunities at triumph? And, you know, I know this portion of my book, my life book, this chapter right now is going to be a chapter that I'm going to have an opportunity to share with many people in the future. Can't share it right now because it's not a cool story. I mean, it is a cool story, but I haven't got to the destination yet. We're not cool yet. We don't have clout yet. But I know exactly what I'm going through right now, and some people know, is exactly part of my story. And as tight as the room's getting, as dark and long as the hallway is, I still have faith to keep showing up. I still have faith to keep putting one foot in front of the other. I'm going to be dead honest with anybody listening to this right now. This brand, this company, Diamond Hand Media Group, everything I'm doing, it could have been packed in 1,000,001 times from now. I promise you, the amount of times that I've come to that fork in the road, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? I could have packed it in so many doggone times, but I can't do that to you guys. I have a responsibility to show up. I posted it out yesterday. The great part about this job is I don't have the ability to be fake. It requires me to be real, because if I say something live and on recording, then probably somebody's going to follow up with me on that at some point in time. And if it's a lie, everybody's going to know it. So I have to be real. I have to be this. And I tell you what, the determination, the drive, the fire that we have here within the team and the vision and the future, I am just so hyped up and excited. As much as I don't know what the future holds, as much as I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or the wrong thing, I know just showing up is the best damn thing I can do and the only way that I'll have an opportunity to win the race.
It's the only way to do it, man. You got to go out there and practice the start, practice the steps, get your rhythm down, start understanding how many breaths it takes between your steps, whatever it is that's going to make you better. Sometimes it's not about, let me run the race today. I'm going to keep running. I beat my time yesterday. Maybe today's not about time. Maybe today's not about, hey, I'm going to beat the time. Maybe today is about practicing your start and you never, ever complete the race today. Maybe today is about practicing the handing off of the baton and you never run your leg. Maybe today is the day that you just get your focus together and don't worry about the outcome of what you're doing. Just worry about the income. What's it actually bringing me? Am I learning from this? Am I getting more knowledge? Is it going to help me when I sit down and I actually want to run the race? Will it help me? I promise you the things I did yesterday, way outside of what my league is, but I created tools, a list like this that I never would have had. And I almost went to bed early and I said, you know what? Let me learn one more. Let me try one more kick. And then I just kept hitting and hitting. And I said, okay, that one I'm not very good at, but I'm going to come back to it. At least I understand the structure of the kick and how it works. And then when I come back to it, I'll be a lot better with it. Plus I'll sleep on it. It'll come back with a fresh mind. You have to understand every day is another opportunity. You can take that first step every day and it can be brand new.
Damn straight, man. Damn straight. Great topic. Great thoughts this morning. Just do something. And if you are doing that something, realize at least you're doing something. At least you're showing up. Failures don't try. Failures don't keep walking down the path. You might fail like the biggest failure in the world, but at least you're doing something. Your opening segment of the day, my friends, your sharpening session. At least you're doing something. Done and dusted. It is now time to keep this proverbial show train steaming on down the tracks of change all the way towards Perspective Station. And my friends, it's time to get into the second segment of the day, where we welcome on some high-level humming beans, some thought-provokers, and watch a few clips and give you our additional insights on the new topics at hand. So, strap in, tap in, lock in, get yourself a fresh cup of Java, maybe a little bit of water, fix your doggone posture, and let's slip and slide into your second segment of the day. It is time for your Reaction Refinery. Alrighty then, my friends. Here we are back live in prime time for episode 685 on your magnificent Monday morning, March the 10th, 2025, for your Reaction Refinery. And this morning, my friends, as always, we got 4 clips coming your way. Kind of 1, 2, 3, 4. And it took me a little while to find these because for some reason right now, a lot of the same clips are coming out in the algo. Maybe that means it's our time to break through in the algo. Maybe our clips start circulating in that algo. Who's to know? I'm just going to speak some things into existence because my ability to do so lately has been pretty spot on. Who's to know? But without further hesitation or delay, let's get into these clips of the day. Clip number 1 features a young man who I believe we've had on this show one time. I can't remember. I know I had a clip queued up. I can't remember if we brought it to this show or not. However, he's here this morning, and he goes by the name of Erwin McManus. You might have seen him on a reel or two, dropping some knowledge bombs or 3. So lock in, strap in, as we get some opening perspective here on the second segment of the day on overthinking.
You're pretending you're trying to decide what to do.
Yeah.
You're not. you're actually trying to decide how to eliminate the consequences or the risk. So the overthinking is about trying to control outcomes rather than to choose action. The truth is you don't have control over the outcomes. And so I think one of the clicks or one of the switches that changes you from moving into overthinking is, do I know what to do? Just do it. Even if you don't know the outcome. Every time I write a book, I don't know if anyone's going to buy it. I could spend my whole life. In fact, I know a lot of people who have a book in them and have never written it because they're so afraid of what the final product will be. The book in your head is not as good as the book on paper.
Right.
Because it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And I think overthinking is really trapped in our trying to control the outcomes rather than identify the action. You already know what to do.
Yeah.
Just do it.
So funny. I just talked about, don't worry about the outcome. I just said it. Literally, if you're just doing something so that you can worry about the income, what is it? What am I getting from it? What knowledge, what skills am I gaining? How does this help me in my race? Maybe again, it's not running the race. Like he said, it's the outcome. Most people think about, well, I'm going to practice today because that means I'm going to be the champion. Oh, I'm going to practice today because I'm going to do this. Let me tell you, I want to practice today just so I can get better at being me, being better at what I do, knowing that I'm more confident when I walk in the room. I want to do this today so that way when somebody asks me the question, I know the answer. That's the only reason why I'm doing what I'm doing today, because I do me better than anybody else out there. So how do I get better at doing that? I have to understand what I learn, what skills I have, what's best for me, and understand exactly how I intake that information. So I don't worry about the outcome. I don't care about the baton race and how Capp's going to run his part of the race or how his part of the show's going. When I hand him the baton, I expect he did the same thing I did yesterday, so he knows how to run his part. He ran his part yesterday through his head, whether he ran the whole leg or just the beginning where I grab that baton and I go like this and I hand it. That's when we go.
Who's to say, who's to know? And I just stay running around the track and we keep pushing forward. And that's why it's so important to surround yourself with people who are on the same wavelength and think of the same way and got the same energy, frequency, and vibrations and aren't wasting their precious energy overthinking, but taking action. You have no ability to accomplish anything. There are no outcomes. There are no rewards. You're not even going to make it to that thing. So why don't you just stay right here and worry about the outcome right now? Is the outcome income? Am I profiting from this? Is this part of my 4 or 5 things? Is this building who I'm trying to become? Or am I just sitting here, staying the same version of me, spinning in my thoughts in my mind and just losing all the ground that I possibly could gain? The book in your head is not as good as the book on paper. The song in your head is not as good as the song on paper. The content, the podcast, whatever it is. But so many people are afraid to go through the hard times, the challenging, trialing times when they're not anything and they got to break the statues. I promise you guys, I have content floating around out there. If you go back far enough and find it, that is the most cringeworthy shit you've ever watched in all of your days. I have it saved. I never deleted it. I kept it on the timeline and I kept it in my phone. And it's starting to pop up on my time hop now. And I see it and I go, ooh, fuck. No wonder nobody liked that shit. I don't even like that shit. And that's me. That's no good. But if I wouldn't have taken the opportunity to just try and build the statues, see what worked, what didn't work, I would not have had the opportunity to get to where I'm at now, to make the content I do now, to have the following I do now, to get the trolls in the comment sections I do now. It has been a grind in every way and shape and form of the word, but it's a grind that I'll buy into every single damn day because there ain't no overthinking over here. It's only action, baby. Shout out Erwin McManus. Your second clip of the morning, my friends, features I fucks with the O's and the gangsters. Who's to know if you're a fan of the man, the myth, the legend? Why am I blanking out on who that is right now? You play one of his songs all the doggone time. Oh, I bit one dirty motherfucker. Why the hell can I think of his name? At the beginning of the song is, hey, I got a hot track. Come in here and listen to this real quick. And he comes in. Oh shit, what the fuck is his name? Isaiah Rashad. Bam. Got it.
Oh, they smoked that thing up.
Yeah. Isaiah Rashad. Well, the name of the song I was just saying, I fuss with the O's and the gangsters, is Chuck Norris. And this morning, Chuck Norris joins us on the show. That's right, my friends. Aikido! The man, the myth, the legend, here to deliver some perspective in the only way he can on why we should not worry about it.
You don't worry about this?
No, because it doesn't do any good. The thing is, let's say you worry about a problem. So here you are worrying and all this stuff. All of a sudden the problem's solved. All that anguish for nothing. You know, the thing is, worry doesn't solve the problem. It actually hinders the problem. What you've got to do is try to find ways of solving that solution or that problem, finding a solution for the problem. And if you do, then you don't have time to worry about it.
Yeah, don't shoulder what's not yours. And I always say it, man. When you worry about things, you're literally thinking about things that are outside your control. Because if you're worried about it, you really, really seriously had something you could change, then it would be in your control and you would do something to fix it. That's why I don't worry about things. Hey, I can't think about, man, there's a lot in my life right now that's going on. I can't think, oh, what happens if this goes bad or that goes bad, or oh my gosh, the worst case scenario over here, or what have you. You can't do that. You literally have to look at your life and just understand, hey, every single day there's going to be challenges. I'm going to overcome them. If there's a challenge that's outside of my scope that I can't overcome, then guess what? I'm not going to worry about it. Why? Because I still have these other 10 challenges I got to work on. I'm working on these over here. These frogs are here now. So that's the thing. If it's outside of your realm, it's outside of your reach. And I'm not saying, hey, everything's outside of your reach, but there are some things that you can't control. Hey, what do they say? There are some problems that money can't buy, can't fix. Those are the problems you can't worry about. You just got to put those up to God and just call those good. Everything else that you can actually fix with your hand or with your actions or with your words, those are the ones you need to get after, because those things will help you prepare for when those other things happen. At least you'll have the 4 or 5 things that you can lean back on. Your foundation will be solid.
I got some additional thoughts on. We might just have to make this a doggone opening topic of tomorrow's show. I got some other thoughts kind of on this, so I won't go down that rabbit hole, but I'll go down this rabbit hole, and maybe we might even hit on it tomorrow. Who's to know? It never ends up how you think. Isn't that wild? You can waste all the time in the world wringing your hands, worrying about this, sitting thinking if this could happen, that could happen, this might happen. Well, who's to say, who's to know? And then you get to the thing and it never ends up happening like you anticipated it. Dude, take it even simpler. On a date, right? You dread this date. Oh my gosh. Overthinking all the shitty dates you've been on. You think about all the terrible, awful humming beans you've had to sit through 2-hour dinner with. You think about all this shit. Oh my gosh, it could happen like this. And what if I waste my time in the way my bank account's set up? And instead of just going on the fucking date. And then you realize, wow, that person was kind of nice. That was kind of cool. But maybe not my significant other, but you know what? Decent little time. Had a good conversation. Maybe I learned something from it. And it didn't even work out how you thought it was going to work out. She wasn't as crazy as you thought she was going to be. Who's to say, who's to know? Apply that to any area, aspect, avenue, circumstance of life. It never ends up working out how we think it is. And I think that's why they don't make crystal balls. I think that's why whatever genies or whatever those people are called, they aren't fucking real. They're not telling you your fucking future. Tarot cards and all that dumb shit. That shit don't exist.
Readers.
But yeah, mind readers.
Genies.
Whatever.
Y'all know genies aren't real.
They're dressed like genies. Whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Bro.
You rub their belly 3 times, pat them on the head. I don't know. I don't believe in that.
Just give me a good Zoltar machine any day, bro.
I don't believe in that stupid shit. Either way, that's a good point too. People are basing their whole fucking life on this, and if, oh my gosh, their life doesn't go in a certain direction or it doesn't happen this way, then oh my gosh, I've fallen off my path. Oh! When maybe that dumbass therapist or that dumbass card reader or whatever was just trying to get your money. You know, I heard a quote. Oh shit. Oh, hold on. I gotta go find this right here. This right here is a banger. Hold on. I gotta have her say it because this right here, this is gonna absolutely blow your mind, and I don't want to fuck it up. This one's gonna get you here, Swirl One. Hold on. Everybody relax. Everybody stay calm for a moment. This is live podcast. Live podcasting.
Maddening.
Who's to know where the hell is? Okay, there we go. Did I put it in?
Don't.
Here we go. Oh, I put it in content remakes. Hold on. Sorry.
Anxiety is absolutely rising.
I know this is bad shit right here. This is bad. Oh, here we go. Volume up.
I just saw a post that said girls thinking their psychiatrist cares about them is the same as men thinking the stripper actually loves them. And like, you're kidding,
Bruh.
right? Like you're lying, right? Like I don't like that.
I bet you don't, sweetheart. Go get you a triple macalati fufu drink, dude. God bless America.
Women think their therapist caring about them is the same as men thinking the stripper loves them.
Bro, I hate strip clubs. And the last one I was in with Panda and his girl. And this girl walked up to me and said something to me. And I remember looking at her like, of all the people that walked in this place, and this was a very astute strip club, big deal strip club. And I'm like, of all the people that walked in, you walk up to me and say that. Okay. And I told Steph about it, Panda's girl, and she's like, man, I've always wondered what these girls say to these guys because they just love them after it's all. I said, because they eat that shit up. They think they're in love with a stripper.
She popping, she rolling, she climbing that Poland. I'm in love with a stripper. She tripping, she playing. I'm not going nowhere, girl. I'm staying. Who's to know? T-Pain wasn't lying, man. And, hey, man, but them boys be going in there and they ain't had no interactions with a female in the last 6 to 8 months, and then they go in there, see them cumbrellas batting a few times, little, bat a little hair, and then all of a sudden they fucking disappear into the back room and $300 is out of their fucking wallet, and they got blue balls, it's dollar night at the titty club.
Bro, whoever said that guys were looking for these, I mean, honestly, I never listened to chick and said, man, I really wish her eyebrows were longer.
Bro, them painted on ass eyebrows with them big ass, and the new trend right now is they're not putting them all the way across. They're like a quarter, and they're just like sticking out like this. I don't know what it is.
They're like those cars with the big ones on the headlights.
Oh, fucking yeah, and they got fucking front bumpers now too with all the damn fucking just sticking out like this, for crying out loud. Jeepers creepers. I'm sorry. Yeah, we have gone down. I don't know where this rabbit hole. I apologize, everyone. This has gotten a little out of hand. Who's to say?
I think it's my fault again.
I
don't remember where it started, but I think
dose of the truth serum this morning. Whatever, it is what it is. However, my friends, we got a few more clips to watch here on this second segment of the day. Your third clip coming your way features a young lady who is an entrepreneur, a CEO, a builder, a pioneer, a 1%er, a former Secret Service agent.
Shout out DJ.
I would say shout out DJ for sure. If I see you treating President Trump bad, I'm on your bumper.
I love that kid. I love that guy. Shout out DJ.
I'm on your bumper.
That's a winner right there. I love that kid. Let's go.
My boy Deej, bro. On, DJ, bro. I don't really care what you call me. I just love women. So my dog, bro. I love that kid so much. But this morning, legendary Evie Pomporas. Yes, Greek. Passionate, fiery, here this morning to give us some perspective on why we should shut the fuck up.
Fuck up. Rule number 1. And the reason why is not to be vulgar. It's because it helped me so much. Because the more you talk, the more you reveal, the more people know, the more you solicit, the more people share with you, the more you get confused, the more indecisive you are, the more. And when I learned to stop, self-regulate, not to shoot my mouth off because I was offended. You can only get offended, first of all, if you allow yourself to get offended.
Yoo-hoo!
There are times that people are going to cross you and disrespect you. Yes, yes. But like, how often can you be offended? And also, there's times like, who cares? Like, I don't have to have everybody's respect. That's another exhausting thing. You need to respect me and you need to disrespect me. He disrespected me and I'm Greek. It's a big thing. Like, oh, but that's going to wear you out. Like, and you don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you got to understand, everybody ain't going to like you. Shout out Kendrick. They ain't all going to like you. That's all there is to it. And after you saw me turn, my buddy, let me tell you something. I am absolutely a pillar of holding my information inside. I won't tell you more than I want to, period. And I mean exactly that. I don't overshare on purpose because I have seen the fruits of my labor when that happens and it's never good. And I'll tell you, there are people out there, they just want to know what you're doing just so they can judge you for it or they can experience, hey, maybe I'm doing better than he is because, hey, this is what's going on in his life. Did you see the problems he has? I don't tell anybody anything more than I have to handle. That's it. And here's the other thing. I don't care how nice or cool or swell your boss is. Don't share shit with them. They're only doing it to find out how committed to the job you are. I promise you that. If they're asking, so do you buy? Why does it matter to you? I have a house. It's an apartment house. Does it matter? You're never coming to my house. So don't worry about it. The only reason why you're doing that is because you're trying to see how solid I am and what my foundation is. People, you got to shut the fuck up. I said this to somebody a long time ago, 13 years ago, and they brought this back to me about 5 months ago. And they said, one of the most valuable lessons you ever taught me was 13 years ago. And you literally looked at me dead in the eye and said, shut the fuck up. You don't always have to be the smartest one in the room. And that took this person from here to there. And you know what? They were the smartest person in the room at the time. But just because you are doesn't mean you have to say it. Doesn't have to share. You don't have to tell everybody your wins. Shut the fuck up and do the work. And then watch the work for you.
Mm-hmm. It's a hot one right here.
Bombs, DZ. Okay,
oh shit! Yeah, what the hell? He is asleep back there. Who's not? I was thinking some bombs are gonna be dropping around. Who's not? I guess not. Well, no bomb. Oh, there we go. There they are. Tell you what, that whole little respect piece that she hit on right there. Oh, this person gotta respect me. This person better respect me. This person disrespecting me. Man, who the fuck cares? I give you the same quote. Wasting energy, trying to control other people, holding a grudge, or being mad at all at anyone else is like drinking poison and hoping the other person dies. You're the only one. Go, 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 go. And they're just sleeping fine every single night. Everything's all good. They ain't got no worries. And I love what she said. She paused when she said it. Listen, you only get offended if you choose to be offended. There is no thing as being offended. If you want to be offended and you want to fly off the handle, go, motherfucker. That is on the same damn page. And I'll say it right here live on the show. That is the most valuable thing you've ever taught me, Swirl One. Most valuable motherfucking thing. And boy, did we go to the dirt over that fucking shit. And it made me help make me the man I am today. I realized, you know what? Shut the fuck up. Maybe that person's just trying to help you a little bit. Maybe you don't need to say, well, I think this, and this is what I think, and this is what and that's what got me in trouble in corporate America. Motherfucker, and especially with my bosses. That's why I laughed when you said that shit. Motherfucker would start asking some shit, and I just tell the truth. Fuck you, this is how I feel. Suck my dick. What you think about it? Oh, really? Well, I'll take a little note of that later. Next thing I know, I'm in the fucking director's office getting shit canned 3 months later. And I'm thinking, how the fuck did that happen?
Right up here.
Probably should have just shut the fuck up, huh? Probably just should have said nothing. And I love what you said. That is my game now. If you are a part of the Diamond Hand fam or you pay attention to anything Diamond Hand Media Group, I underpromise and overdeliver. That is my shit. That's why I like for the J&J Weekend Getaway. And they even asked DZ this. I was like, what do you think, man, this year? We tell a little bit more about the venues. We get a little more hype going. And I've been thinking about it. I'm like, man, I just love not telling people where it's going to be, what's going to happen, anything. You show up and you bet on the fact that it may or may not be the best weekend of your damn life. And hey, I'm going to underpromise. I'm going to, this venue might be all right. It might be okay. Well, I don't know. We're going to this, who say who. And then you're going to show up and your socks may or may not shoot right the fuck off your body. But I can or cannot confirm nor deny that. Who's to say, who's to know? You just might have to show. Damn. Evie Pomporus. Fuck. Shut the fuck up. Woo-hoo! Your final clip of the morning, my friends. Ooh. I don't know who these two gentlemen are that are about to grace us with their presence on this screen. Maybe if you do, you can pop it over there in the live chat. Nah, I mean. However, we're about to get some perspective. You know, I'll be saying we be taking gangsters to church all the time. What? This perspective here this morning is some high quality, heavy hitting shit on what is real gangster.
How gangster you gotta be to turn the other cheek? To be disciplined? Do you know how gangster it is to stay on the right path? Like, we always talk about how gangster it is for somebody to go out and go crash out and go mob and go do all this. But for you to stay dedicated and say you not gonna do that, you know how gangster that is? If you see everybody out in your neighborhood hustling, grinding, selling dope and mobbing, and you be like, I ain't doing that. And you stay dedicated to not do that and go and take a path and become successful by not indulging in the poisons, bro, that's gangster.
Yeah.
That's gangster. But in our neighborhoods, we be like, oh, that's my square partner. Ah, you a sucker, you a square. Oh, you a good kid, you a good.
Ain't no
nah, man.
So funny. You know, it's literally it's a race to be popular or a race to be the best of the average. That's what people do every day. They do what they see out there, and then they try to be the best dope dealer on the corner, the best hustler over here. You know what? Then you see that guy, that's our square homie. That's my guy over there. But yeah, I was that guy too. I tell you what, I could have done all those different things, but I saw a vision for myself, and everybody kept thinking, man, why does he always work on music all day? Why does this guy always do that? How come he only does this? How come he only goes out when he's playing? And you don't understand. I'm about that life, and it is tough. And you know, I said it earlier. People think consistency is boring. What, you don't ever go out? That's my square homie. That's boring. That's my hope today. He's just that goody two shoes. Don't worry, he's doing this school thing. He'll learn one day. Hey, wait. You only eat chicken? Oh, that's my boring homie. He's the fit homie though. He goes to the gym. That's all he does all day long. But they look at it like it's not cool. But to you, you see something at the end of it. There's a vision there. There's something you do. And maybe it's not, hey, that's my fit homie, and maybe that's not my school homie. But let me tell you something. When you're on the path, somebody's looking at you like, that's my boring homie.
That's real gangster shit, man. And I think when I think about this, I think about the old mob bosses, right? They didn't want to be known as gangsters. They wanted to be known as high-class men and wearing their suits and their hats and moving in a different way and at the high-class bars. And if they were, no, not us. What do you mean us?
Well,
what do you
a lobster over here?
Do you see what I'm wearing and what I'm drinking and the beautiful women and the beautiful clothes they're wearing? No, not me. Are you kidding me? It's a move like that. Is that the type of gangster you're moving with in your life? Or are you moving with the pants sagging, I'm better than you, I'm on the corner gangster type shit? That's the fake gangster type shit to me. Real gangster is standing 10 toes down, pushing your toes into the ground, one moment at a time, pulling your shoulders back, chin up, chest out, kicking the door down, saying, here I am, who's getting a dose of this sunshine? That's real gangster. Doing what nobody else will do. Being a 1%er is being a gangster. And that's what I talk about. Taking gangsters to church, man. Understanding this life in a totally different light. We don't talk about it like other people talk about it. We bring perspective nobody else brings. And I am just so grateful that we get the damn chance to do it every single day and flex a little bit of that real gangster. Hell yeah, man. Shit. Your 4 clips of the morning, my friends. Shout out to Erwin McManus, Chuck Norris, Evie Pomporus, and whoever those 2 electric gentlemen were that just joined us for the 4th clip of the day. There is your reaction refinery, friends and family. It's time to get into your 3rd and final segment of the day, where we connect with you, the live viewer, So if you've had something burning on your brain, melting on your heart, festering way down there on the soul over the duration of this morning show, now is your opportunity to get it out. If you got it right there, put it over there in the live chat, whether you're on X, on YouTube, on Rumble, anywhere in between. As long as you're live, you can drop it in that chat, not in the comment section, in the live chat. And once we see it, we'll pop it up on this doggone screen right below us. Nah, me. Because my friends, and hey, also, if we ain't ever heard from you, if you ain't ever got in the comment section, this might challenge you. I better see you in there right now after this doggone transition. I'm trying to see you up in there.
Don't be rude.
Just drop a hi, how you doing, a hello, or hey, I'm not a hoe, I share the show. Whatever it might be, just give me something. I want to see something going on. We got too many beautiful humming beans. 230.
Every day we got a lot of people that don't get into the live.
What? Where are you guys? Come on, just give me some. Here's where I'm tuning in from. This is what's up. Hey, Cap, I think you're stupid as shit. Swirl One, you're the greatest ever. Whatever it might be, I don't care. Just drop it in the live chat one time for the one time, because after this brief transition, we're getting into your third and final segment of the day. My friends, it is time for your Answers from the Anvil. Alrighty then, my friends. Here we are, back live in prime time for your final segment of the day. Your Answers from the Anvil here on episode 685 of Forge and Fuel, baby. If you don't know, you won't know, but this is the time where we connect with you, the live viewer. We break that third wall and we dive right into that chat over there and we see what you've got to say on this beautiful Monday. DEEZY, you know what to do, my guy. Ooh, looking a little good up here. Pop them up. Who we got out there in the live chat this morning, my man? Delta 24 and Donnie back in the building. Morning all. GM Jared. We ready. We ready. We ready for y'all. Shout out, Aunt Donnie. We appreciate you. Angel SD, Mr. Pecueto. Great morning, FNF crew. I'm ready to get fired up. Hopefully we did that for you, good sir. Hope you're crushing your Monday morning already, running straight through them brick walls. My man. Mrs. Metal, one half of the Metal Crazies with her usual morning reminder. Great morning, fam. Happy Monday. Today's reminder is kindness is loaning someone your strength instead of reminding them of their weakness. Now go be great in their face on purpose and have probably a spectacular day. It's a nice little cliffhanger. A nice little and have a little cliffhanger. All right, I'm with it. An awesome day. Oh, there it is. There it is. Who's say, who's to know? An awesome day. I said spectacular. She says awesome. Who's to say, who's to know? Appreciate you, Mrs. Metal. Always tuning in.
Bringing Netflix on us.
Who's say, who's no? A little cliffhanger. Keep us locked in. I might have a little clip going out. Who's say, who's to know?
I've been paying attention.
Somebody else might be paying attention to another program we got. Who's say, who's to know? Our friend Nick over at Nick's Travel Vlogs. Good morning from a vacation in Orlando, Florida. Ooh, we got some friends.
Nice.
We got some friends.
I was there last year.
Yeah. Who's say, who's no? Orlando's a nice little spot. Nice little digs out there. Shout out to you. Maybe he's even going out to that old, what's Disneyland, Disney World? What the hell's the one?
Universal and all that's out there.
Oh, hey, he might be doing all types of shit out there. Shout out our boy Nick, still tuning in from vacation. Hey, we appreciate you, brother. JK Small Time, aka Mr. Big Time, our nation's capital connection. GM, crush the day. Shout out to you, good sir. Right back your way. Reposted that from my page this morning. Bella Rossi, the beautiful Mama Snow. Great morning, everyone. Have a fantastic day. Great morning to you, young lady. Right back your way. Mr. G. Lou, great Monday, fellas. Great Monday to you, good sir. Appreciate you sliding in, hanging out one time for the one time. What else we got out there, D's? Mama Cap, Kim Jones in the building. Make a decision, make a move. No matter how small the step, keep doing something. Absolutely. Shout out, Mama Bear. Appreciate the reminder. Our friends over at Albright's Fur Farm. I woke up today and said, you're a winner. I said, life is good. I said, you're going to have a great day. Now get up, bitch. Can't stop, won't stop. Now kick Monday's ass. Let's fucking go. Shout out to you, Jared Albright. Appreciate the hell out of you bringing those vibes to the show, as per usual, my man. Who else we got out there? Dimitra Liakos. Great morning, Dimitra. Great morning, everyone. Always on fire, guys. Thank you. Keep it up. Your smile is your logo. Your personality is your business card. And the way you treat people is your trademark. the DHMG crew will take over Chi-Town. LFG. Oh, who's to know? Speaking it into existence for us. Shout out to you, Mr. Meacher. Appreciate the hell out of you tuning in this morning. Who else we got out there? D's. JK Big Time back in the chat. Maybe income is not even about financials, but mental currency.
I've been saying that. Chase the game, not the bag.
Maybe the outcome is the income, but not the monetary income. Who's to know? Income flows out at the rate mental growth happens. Ooh, I would say, just to make it, income flows at the rate your mental grows. Who's to say? Who's to knows? Just a little rhyming for you there. You got to rhyme your old quote. Who's to know? Shout out JK Big Time. Who else we got out there, D's? Chris Oswomala. Have a spectacular Monday. Diamond Hand fam. Chris Oswomala. We appreciate the hell out of you, buddy guy. Thanks for tuning in as always. English is hard sometimes. Who's to know? Brittany Panko, Miss Simply Soapology herself. Great morning, Diamonds. Great morning to you, Miss Soapology. We appreciate the hell out of you. Hope you're having a great start to the day out there in AZ, baby. G-Lou, in the words of Pac, only God can judge me. Damn straight. Absolutely, my man. Appreciate your perspective. Appreciate you always being live in prime time. Anybody else out there, DEEZY?
I'm not lazy. Saw that shit. You don't have no idea.
Real gangsters move in silence.
That gets me through things all day long, every day. I'll tell myself, I'm not lazy. Drop it, give yourself 30. 30 of them. Or whatever it is. Hey, I'm not lazy. Do the dishes. Hey, I'm not lazy. Go get the thing. Hey, I'm not lazy. Make the call.
Go look in the mirror. Tell yourself you're not tired. You're uninspired. You're not lazy. Let's fucking go. Let's make a move. Gets me through my days too. Who's to know? Shout out Jared Albright. Shout out all you beautiful human beings live in prime time in the chat. Appreciate you going and vibing. Hey, I didn't see no new faces in there. I'm a little upset. I don't know about you chicken suckers. Yeah, I tell you what, just one time, all you gotta do, just leave a little comment. Who's to know? I mean, it just helps us go and flow. But shout out to all of you beautiful human beings that helped us go and flow today on that third segment of the fine morning program. But that's all we got coming your way. It's time to wrap this bad boy up for the day and send these vibes on out to the world outside. Maybe turn a frown or two upside down. Maybe shine so doggone bright that they don't know what time it is when we are around. How do we do that? Well, we begin by checking back in with the man, the myth, the legend, DJ Swirl One. Any final thought? Questions, comments, concerns, reminders, anything in between as we soar high up here with the Eagles?
I love flying with the Eagles because all I see is fellow Eagles everywhere I look. Great to see all of you human beings out there, live or on the recording. It's so good that you joined us on Forge and Fuel. Hopefully, we gave you a little something that you could take throughout your day to give you a little pep in your step, a little kick in the keister, and a little kickoff to your Monday morning. My friends, this could not be possible without you. So please share this show, send out a like, maybe send a DM or a text message with our link to this show if you think somebody could get or grow from something you heard here. Oh, don't you know? Tonight, we do have live, you'll see me, Mr. Man himself over there, Cap. Also, Mr. Producer in the back. All going to be on GAG Spaces tonight. Monday Madness coming up at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the X app from the Grandpa Ape Country Club official page. So pull up, tune in, find out what's going on with the Grandpa Apes. Get your March Madness on. We're going to kick that off tonight too and have a great week. Man, I'm fired up. We are ready to rock. It's March the 10th. I know somebody's birthday is today and tomorrow. So, hey, if it's your birthday today, congratulations to you on another trip around the sun went this. Happy birthday. I get lost in all that. Let me figure that one out later. It's just beyond that. But other than that, appreciate you all. Shout out. Take it away, Cap.
Shout out. DJ Swirl One, we appreciate the hell out of you, my guy. Hey, you said shout out to all these beautiful human beings. I got to tell you right now, because of you beautiful human beings, we are the 4th ranked show on the X app right now, live in prime time. The only people ahead of us The only people ahead of us are ESPN. Wow, that's a shocker. Coach JB, who has a massive following, and our good friend Dr. Health over there, who also has a massive following, much bigger than us. Dr. Heath. I'm sorry, Dr. Heath. Dr. Heath. Look. So, because of all of you beautiful
somewhere.
Hey, because of you beautiful humming beings, we're up there. Appreciate the hell out of each and every one of you. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to come into your homes, your vehicles, your places of work, your gyms, wherever you might be starting your day with us here at FNF. We appreciate the hell out of each and every one of you, baby.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
Now, a couple of reminders for you. Swirl One said it, but just so it's banged into your head, GAC XDHMG X Space tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, 7 in the mountains, and 6 specifically. No other shows or spaces before then, so you don't got to write anything else down. However, if you're in the Gateway, there are some serious updates and announcements in there for you, baby. And if you haven't got in the Gateway, and I just said that and you're saying, what the hell is that? That is our all-in-one community and resource hub here at the Diamond Hand Media Group. And not only is it a resource hub, it is a place where you also get benefits and perks for being a part of the Diamond Hand fam, and you can start your 7-day free trial today. Yeah, that's right. How many networking groups give you 7 days for free just to come check it out and see what type of solutions we can provide you with the problems in your life? We don't know you. We don't know what's happening, but once you get behind the curtain, you can start telling us, and then all of a sudden, you see all this value you might have, and then how you might be able to provide value right back to other members of the Diamond Hand family. You say, holy shit.
Surprise,
so my friends,
motherfucker.
Another reminder, this week is a bi-weekly networking meeting week. This is the opportunity where you get to connect with me, D, Swirl One, behind the scenes, talk deep about all things coming in the next phase of the Diamond Hand Media Group. And boy, oh boy, do we got a lot of shit to cover this week. And we check in with members of the fam, see what they got going on, what's their plan, and how we can be of assistance to them and helping them continue to push forward and never pack it in. If you need a group of humming beings that can do that for you, help you get your mental, physical, and financial whipped right the fuck into shape, well, come join us in the Gateway, baby. If you're saying, whoa, where do I find this Gateway? You can locate it right down in this episode's description. It says it right there, DHMG Gateway, along with all the other pertinent links you might need, whatever you might want to find, whether it's something DHMG or GACC. We got it all down there, baby. And while you're laughing looking at those links, maybe you could think about hitting a subscribe, turning on a notification bell. If you enjoyed this show, maybe hitting a like button as well. What I'm trying to tell you is take a quick moment to smash the shit out of whatever button you see on your screen, as it only helps us continue to grow and flow and make this show and all the shows that fall under the Diamond Hand Media Group umbrella bigger and better for each and every one of you. Last, but certainly not least, my friends, before we officially make like a tree and leaf, your 3 key and critical reminders. Number 1, even a 2-year-old can make an excuse.
What?
Number 2, even a dead fish can go with the flow.
What?
And number 3, being that this here show is a member of the Diamond Hand Media Group, as you keep in mind at DHMG, we don't only HOLD, we hold each other up. And right now is one hell of a time to flex those diamond hands. Shut up! To each and every one of you flexing those diamond hands on a day in and day out, night in and night out basis. We appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts. Thanks for investing some time with us here this morning at Forge and Fuel. And every single morning you decide to. Thanks for investing your attention as well. Your most valuable assets. We'll pay that back to you. Give you a little high quality ROI by showing up each and every day on the consistent, persistent pursuit of our passions and being right by your side while you pursue yours. For now, my friends, it's time to get on up and get on up now. Make like a banana and split. Make like some geese and get the flock out. But not before we also tell you that you are kind, you are smart, you are important, and you are loved. We'll catch you on the flip side, my friends. Wherever it might be, you know what the vibes shall be. But for now, friends and family, we officially bid thee adieu. And we say unto you, peace and love.